Welcome to the first video in our series on how to use SimMan 3G. Right over here is our SimMan 3G, and what we're going to be talking about in this video is how to turn it on. So the first thing you need to make sure is that you have power. Power comes from this adapter. It has one cable that goes in on one end of it. That ends up going into the wall. Before we go into the wall, though, we have to connect this end, this connector, into the SimMan. So the power on the SimMan is under this flap. Get in under there. You can see there's a power port, and the shape shows you which way this connector has to go in. See how it's round on the bottom, flat on the top? This is round on the bottom, flatter on the top. So we plug that in, give it a good firm push so we know it's in. Then, regular wall plug is right in to the outlet in the wall. Now, how do we know it's plugged in? You see here, we have a light on, so there's a good sign it has power. This is the on-off switch. I push that, and very quickly, we couldn't get the camera to get onto that right away, but the eyes blink immediately after you push the power. It makes a sound, a click sound, so you'll hear it. Back over here, we can see three lights. The top one here is flashing orange. Now it stopped flashing orange, but it's orange, and what that means is the mannequin is booting up. Just like your computer, when you turn it on, you can't immediately use it. So the same idea, the mannequin is booting up. Down here, we see that this is a battery light. So this is orange, which means that the batteries are in the mannequin, but they're not charged. And this is a charging light, little lightning bolt. It's currently orange, which means it is actually not yet charging the batteries. That will happen once the SimMan is running. So there is a delay of about a minute while the SimMan powers up. And in that time, you could be turning on the laptop for the SimMan, which we'll show you in the next video. But you don't have to stand around and wait for it to turn on. It should come on within that minute or so. And if you have another SimMan to turn on, you can then go start that process. In the meantime, I guess we'd have to kill some time somehow. You will hear some noises from the head area, some sort of whirrings and sounds here and there as everything sort of prepares itself for operation. And once it does start working, it starts blinking, the chest starts rising. You see here, it's breathing. Now, we go back and look under here. We see now that this light is green, which means SimMan is running. Now, if we wanted to power off the SimMan, very simply, we touch that button, light goes red, lights go off. You'll actually, if you listen closely, you'll hear a hissing sound coming out of this right leg. That's the air compressor in the leg releasing the air that it's built up. This light here is still on because it's plugged in, so it's showing you that if it were charging the battery, it could. But that is the process on how to turn on and off the SimMan and to make sure the power is in place. Remember, if the bed does move around, it gets pulled a bit, the SimMan could get unplugged. Don't forget to check here at this connection, as well as at the side of the SimMan and at the wall.